gives you a little bit of understanding of this book. This is one of my favorite books, The Four Agreements, written by Don Miguel Ruiz, which he had written this book in the year 1997. This is the book. Why is this favorite? And to me is because in very simple words, he has actually catered to very complex issues that we usually face in our day-to-day activities, day-to-day lives, which we sometimes ignore, which we sometimes fail to see. And when we are faced with certain situations, we become very flustered and perplexed. So this session basically is an extension of the core belief session that I took, in which we talked about in detail, in great length, that how we actually are able to bring the core beliefs in our lives. So core beliefs are also the basically the result of the words that we speak. So I'm going to share a little bit of detail of the core belief also in this, so that you also get a little bit of what we discussed in the last session. So when we talk about the first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. It's a very, very, very simple sentence that is being discussed by Don Miguel Ruiz, but it is very, very, very powerful. Why is it powerful? Because words are powerful. Words are the most powerful things that we can ever have, because each and every word that we speak has a frequency of its own. It is always acting on a particular vibration. And whenever we say a particular word, it becomes a thought. Whenever we think a word, it becomes a thought, and that thought just goes into the universe and it becomes our reality. But when we talk about a word is a double-edged sword. Why is it a double-edged sword? Because it can create our world and it can destroy our world. It can create the other person's world and it can make the other person's world beautiful, and it can destroy the other person's world. So every word, please remember, friends, that every word has a frequency of its own, and it is very important for us to, in fact, consciously think before we use any kind of a word that we are using for anybody, be it our children, be it our spouses, be it our relatives, family, friends, our universe, our world, everybody. Now the question comes that what is being impeccable mean? What is the meaning of being impeccable? So when we are being impeccable, it means that we are being very honest with the words that we are speaking. We are taking responsibility of the words that we have spoken in the universe without judging ourselves. That is what is being impeccable with the word means. So why I'm, you know, reiterating this word impeccable is because we have to always choose our words wisely, because otherwise it actually turns into the core beliefs that we always, have to deal with. I will just give you one simple example. So there is a it's a holiday time. The child doesn't have any work to do. So he goes and asks the mother that, okay, mom, what do I do? So mother says that, she's busy in her work, and she says that, why don't you go and just do something productive and creative? So let me see how creative you are. So the child goes in order to impress his mother. He tries to paint. He doesn't know anything about the painting, but he tries to paint. He puts all his thoughts and energy into that piece of paper, and he starts painting. He draws, and for him, it is a creation that he has created, and he is very happy at the end of it. He goes to his mom after he has finished it. He goes to his mom, and then he shows it, that painting, he shows it to the mother and asks, Mama, how is it? Now, the mom, who's just working and who's very tired of everything, she just looks at that painting and she says that, oh my God, what have you done? Do you even know how to take a brush or a sketch pen? You don't know how to paint. It's horrible. You cannot be creative at all. Now, what is happening here is the child here, because the children are very observant and the children absorb things. So what the child will do is he will make an agreement with his mom, with what she has said about him. Since the mother said that you cannot be creative, you don't have a penchant towards painting, you don't know how to, put a brush properly. So these words are going to get ingrained into the child, which will take a shape of a core belief, which he will keep solidifying till his adulthood. And in the adulthood, he will not be able to take care of this, because he will always have this feeling in his mind that I am not creative. I cannot create anything. This is not my capability, because he has already made an agreement to that opinion that his mother had made with him. So when we talk about this agreement, when we talk about this first agreement says that we have to be impeccable with our word. We have to be very wise with our word. We cannot just go against anybody as far as the word is concerned. We have to be very wise while selecting a word. I will give you my example, because all my sessions are about my experiences, because unless and until I have experienced myself something, I will not be able to do justice to the sessions. So when I talk about this experience, uh, I still remember in my school days, um, my actually my you can say that you can see that my forehead is too broad. So at that time, when I used to be in the school, I had long hair, very long hair. And my mother used to do what? She used to just, push all the hair, at the back. And then she used to make a braid and she used to oil my hair. So my forehead used to be like, too huge. So whenever I used to go to school, my friends and even my relatives and everybody used to really make fun of my forehead, that this is something that it doesn't have a good beginning, doesn't have a beginning and an end. You don't even come to know where your forehead is beginning and where is it ending. So these were the words that they used to speak about me, especially the friends. So now what happened was, as a result of that, I had made an agreement with them, with the opinions, with their point of view. And that was the reason I started becoming self conscious. I became so conscious of my looks that I used to tell my dad that I will not go into any gathering, I will not go to any ceremonies, I will not attend the marriage, because I don't look good, because I look ugly with my broad forehead. So this was something that was coming inside of me, and I used to just I was leading a cocooned existence. But gradually, yes, probably there was something that stuck my mind, in college time, that I started coming out of this kind of a consciousness, because there were certain stage acts and everything I had to do. So I started slowly and gradually moving out of that inferiority complex that was being given to me. That agreement, I broke that agreement that I had made few years back. So the agreement can be created, the agreement can be broken, depending upon the intensity, depending upon the negativity of that particular agreement. The third experience that I want to share with all of you is, that sometimes it happens that we gossip around, gossip about the people. We don't know anything about the people, but we still start gossiping about a person, and we talk about, we badmouth about a person, we judge about a person. Now, here, what is happening is, when we talk about an agreement, or whenever we talk about any gossiping, or whatever we are sharing with each other, what is happening is, your opinion, you have to understand that your opinion is nothing but your point of view. It comes from your belief, it comes from your ego. We spread it to others so that we can feel right about our point of view. I'm going to repeat this again. We spread our opinions, our point of views to the other people, so that we can feel right about our own point of view, so that it gives a push to our ego, it inflates our ego. And that is the reason why we start being opinionated about certain things, why we start holding opinions about certain people, we gossip about certain people. And then what happens is, in a way, it destroys the other world, the world of the other person. Why? Because we have created an opinion, and we have created now a world which doesn't want to speak to that third person who has not done anything wrong. So words are very powerful. The kind of words that you are using, it really has the ability to create and to destroy. But now the thing is that what to do? How can we make our words impeccable? So as far as I am concerned, I'm going to share a few tips that actually helps me to, be in the present, and it actually helps me to understand and choose the words wisely. So, for example, as I've already said, that before speaking anything, before saying anything, before thinking anything, it is very important for us to consciously understand what we are trying to say. What words are we using? Suppose, next time, whenever you catch yourself, using any negative words, try to regain the control at that time of that word. Try to reframe that word, try to reframe the word choices that you're making to whomsoever you are making. And then you will see that when the word is changed, it will have a positive impact. Because please do understand that whatever word that we speak, it has a ripple effect in the universe. For example, today, if I use negative word for somebody, that somebody's world crashes down, and that somebody who could have actually contributed in a positive way in this universe stops contributing, because the person becomes very sad, depressed, because he makes an agreement with himself and with me because of my opinions. So as a result, what is happening is, in the universe, that person who could have actually, given his contribution in a positive way, does not happen. And on the contrary, if we are using positive words, those have positive impact not only on that person, but the because I'm saying the ripple effect, but to that person, and from that person to the other person, from that person to the other person. So it's a chain reaction that keeps happening if you are using the words impeccably. The second thing that I which has always helped me are the two words. We have been given these two words, I and am. I am. These are two words. These are two powerful words. Now, how we end this sentence, how we end this statement is all about, it's all up to us, because the end of the sentence is going to define us. If today I say I am beautiful, that means I am beautiful, and I'm going to make my internal beautiful, I'm going to make my external beautiful. If I say I am peaceful, that means I am not only making myself at peace, putting myself at peace, but also the other world at peace. Yeah, I'm making the other world, the external world, more peaceful, because our internal is the mirror of the external, and vice versa. The third thing that I usually follow is that before I am saying anything to anybody, I always ask these two questions. Number one, why am I about to say this to the other person? Secondly, how is this going to serve me or my happiness? These are the two statements. If you ask yourself before choosing a word for a particular person or towards yourself also, you will get to know that you are choosing these words out of love or out of fear. Or is it because coming from the core belief that you have created in your life, in your childhood? Or is it because, you just want to, it is coming out of love? So you will be able to differentiate between the two. Um, when I talk about this, be impeccable with your word, I always remembered and reminded of Patri sir's words, you know, which I'm going to tell you in a short while. But before that, um, I want to say that the fourth thing that I do is the fasting. So there are three types of fasting that we do. So one is the food fasting. The second one is the mind fasting, which is dhyana. And the third is the word fasting, which is mon. Patri sir always says that before dhyan, we should always observe mon. That is, before we start observing the mind fasting, we should always have a word fasting. He always said that Gandhiji, he always used to do this mon at least once a week. And in 1995, Patri sir was in mon for one complete year. He did not speak a word for 1 year because he knows how important, how powerful words are. And if we are not putting intentions, good intentions into that word, it probably is going to destroy the world. So, mon is also important with dhyan. It is very important. The word fasting is very important. In fact, even he says, Patrisa also says that Meher Baba, he also was in silence. He also had mon for 45 years. And that is how he got his enlightenment. And that is how he enlightened the other people by carefully, taking care of these words that we speak. Because the less that we speak, the more it will be better for the universe. And if we are speaking, then choose the words wisely. So, this is what being impeccable with the word means. This is what the first agreement actually is all about. I hope whatever I said made some sense, and I could make some sense. I could do justice to the first agreement. So, if you have any questions, anything that you want to share, your experience, if you want to share about this, please come up and unmute yourself and talk.
So I have a question, Sharuji, that in the real world, 99.99% people are talking whatever you are telling is opposite. The baby is born and whole and pure, and then all the influences, and then end up with all the trauma and broken, and then in one point like you were talking about, pick up the stuff and whole again, try to be. So how can we change? I mean, most of the whole world, I observed that 99.9999% are not they did the opposite thing, whatever you are talking about.
Hmm.
And then if you do not want to influence by that, you have to be like a hermit, like isolated. So how you balance that,
No, you don't
and
have.
how you can prevent that maybe expecting future is going to be better, because I damaged my son. I understand now. I
Hmm.
was young and I used negative stuff.
Hmm.
So how can I undo that to my
Hmm.
son?
Mitaji, number one, we are not supposed to get stuck in the past. Whatever has done, it has been done. You acted at that time on the level of awareness that you had. So do not have any kind of guilt, shame, any that sort of a feeling that, I did this with my child. Now you have an awareness. Now you
Okay,
can change his world. Now you
right.
can choose the words wisely. Secondly, we are not responsible to change the other person's
Hmm.
words. If the
Right.
other person chooses to say or speak something which is not good for us, it is important that we just detach ourselves from that person. There is no need for you to stand there in front of that because you're not responsible for whatever he does. You're not responsible for his actions, his thoughts, his deeds, his words. You're responsible for yours. You have to create a change in the world by bringing that change in yourself. You're not responsible for anybody else.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, Binduji. Yes.
Hi, Sharoo.
Yes.
The explanation was so good. I could really connect to it. There are no words how beautifully you have explained it.
Thank you.
I would like to ask a question. My daughter has global developmental delays. I have already mentioned about that. I take her to the parks to just to make her play and all. So she cannot communicate well to everyone, and she does little weird actions to herself, and I am okay with it. As I came to meditation, I have accepted that. I have come to know that she is here to teach me some love, which I maybe did not learn, or so I have accepted that. But when I take her to parks, there are kids who look and laugh at her. Um uh, so they go and talk something. So I wantedly take her to the park so that I feel there is some lesson which I have to learn more than that, because she is very happy just listening to her, just seeing them. She doesn't even know that they are talking about her. So she's so happy.
Hmm.
Even though they talk, she has her weird actions. She keep clapping. She keep doing all that. It is so nice of her,
Hmm.
but I am not able to take it.
Hmm.
I feel so bad. I know that I have to learn some lesson, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what lesson. I don't know how to take it.
Okay. So, Binduji, right now, first of all, you have to understand that please be gentle with yourself. Okay. Please do not punish yourself by getting into such zone. You yourself said that your child, your daughter, she is like, she's happy seeing the people. She's not aware of what the other people are saying about her, right? But you are, because you are listening to the words of the people. Okay, but right now you have to have a fortress, as far as she is concerned. You have to cover herself, cover her. You don't have to think about what the people are saying, what the people are doing, what the people are thinking. You just have to detach yourself from whatever they are saying. It's okay what they are saying. They are saying it because this is what their level of awareness is. But Bindu, what is your level of awareness? That is why we all are here uplifting each other. Your level of awareness is far more than what those people in the park are saying or doing. What you have to think about is your daughter, who is so happy seeing all the children, who are so happy to see those swings in the park, and she's enjoying herself because she's in the lap of the mother nature. She's in the lap of the angels and guidance. Probably she's communicating with them and she is not aware of this world at all. Okay, so please try. I request you, please enjoy the life with her.
Yeah,
I have really seen parents with the special children. They enjoy with them. I was in the mall, and it was a beautiful experience. I believe I shared with you also, Bindu, once. I
yes.
remember that I was sitting in the mall. I was having a cup of tea, and there was a special child who was just sitting next to me, and she was 10 or 12 years old, and she was jumping on the seat. Okay, and it was disturbing everybody, but she was jumping, she was enjoying herself, and I knew that she was a special child. I gave her a smile. I held her hand, I gave her a smile. And the mother, she was getting a little conscious of whatever she was doing, so she was saying, no, just sit down, just sit down. So I just told her, let her be free, let her do what she wants to do. And the mother was like, she said, okay, so you're not getting hurt, or you're not, you don't have any problems or issues if she does something. I said, no, nothing at all. I'm very happy to see her happiness. And she was so happy. And after some time, she just sat down. She did not say a word, and she just sat down herself, after she did that activity. So the parents were so happy. So the
Yeah,
parents are also loving. So this is what you also have to do, Bindu.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. The main thing is, I wantedly take her to park to that. I know that I have to learn something from that. So it's like a challenge for me, as you said. Yeah, thank you for your words, Sharoo.
Bindu, keep loving yourself and
Yeah,
keep loving your daughter. She's adorable. Trust me,
yeah,
she's adorable and I love her. Please give
yeah,
all my love to her. Okay?
sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Yes, Amita ji,
Hi, Sharoo. Good evening.
good evening.
Yeah, I've been following you on YouTube, and I'm so happy I could get you on Zoom. I would love to join these sessions on Zoom. You know what? Really amazing sessions. And I think lately, you're not available on YouTube. But today I saw there were the videos were there again. I was like so happy. I said, good, let me continue.
Thank you.
But yeah, let's coming back to the topic. Like the previous person, she asked me, like about the guilt. Like what you said to your children, like in a state of unawareness, what you spoke. But that guilt is there, but the child comes and says, it hurts the child. Like you said, that she made an agreement so that I
Mm,
will not, because of this, I will not do this, whatever
mm,
it is. And now when you tell the child it's okay, and then she says, no, but you said that, so why should I believe you now? So how do you overcome that? You know, getting my point?
mm. Okay, so Amita ji, the thing is, you have to be, again, I will say that you have to be very gentle with this process because it's a process. Whatever belief she has inside of her, whatever agreement that she has made because of your opinions or your point of view or anybody's opinion or point of view, it is ingrained in her because the
Yes.
children are the one who are the ones who observe a lot and who absorb a lot. Okay, so these two things they do. One is absorb, the other one is observe. Okay, so this is what your daughter or your child has also done, and now it is very difficult for her to again rewire herself to the new definition of her. So it will take a little bit of time, but for that, you also need to make little efforts with her. You have to sit with her off and on, and you have to keep telling her about her beautiful qualities that she has. Keep appreciating her for her little efforts that she makes. Do not just focus, do not focus on her negatives, just focus on her positives more, because as soon as you will focus on her positives, all the negatives will also start diminishing and disappearing. Okay, but it is a process. Trust me, for with some children it happens in probably a month, but with some children it takes years also.
Yeah, it is
Because
taking years. I mean, they're grown ups. They're not
yes,
kids anymore. They're grown ups. But still, they still carry that, you told me that when we were young and, all that stuff. But I said, okay, that is the past. But so this is what I'm, still trying to understand,
you
that,
just need see whatever happens, we are aware, so we can do that. We can reverse everything if we start conversing with them with lot of beautiful words, and we can just converse with them beautifully, because now it is only about the communication, the way how you communicate and talk and say few words. That is what actually counts. So if you start today, because if in the video you also so you must have seen
yeah,
that it is saying that do it again, do it again,
do
if
it
you
again.
fail do it again, if you fail do it again, because these things are a process. It doesn't
Mm.
happen in just a day or two,
Yeah, yeah,
especially
of course.
these core beliefs which are ingrained, deeply ingrained,
Mm.
becomes very difficult.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
thank
How do I
you.
connect with you on Zoom?
On this is the platform, this is my family here.
So
So
how do we connect? Because I'm not, because the link was given in the YouTube channel, so that is how I could get on.
okay, so you can become a
I
member.
leave my number on the chat.
Yes. Otherwise, you can just become a member of Beam Meditation. So you can become a.
How do I do that? That's what I'm asking.
That is Madhu Garu and Ram Garu is there.
Okay,
So
okay. I'll
they
leave
will.
them
I,
a message.
I will share the WhatsApp group link here in the chat,
Okay,
Amitaji. You can
okay.
join them.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Yes, Madhavi.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a wonderful, wonderful session, Sharoo. Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, they were so excited actually because of that word you were using it, and it's really I appreciate that how you have really expressed this impeccable to be, and how much these words really affect the children and motivate and inspire. And absolutely, I am so happy that I could see or I could join the group. And I just want to give my experience for Bindu actually, because she was literally so upset. I
Mhm.
thought that I would enlighten her with my experience, because it's going to be so amazing. She will never forget about that. Really. When I was a child, actually, everybody called me as an abnormal because I had a very peculiar character to talk to the plants. I don't know. If somebody is talking to the animals, it's fine because the dogs also bark and the cats also say meow meow, and then you can hear that. But I am so crazy that I always used to be in plants and I always used to talk to them, you know, like as if they are listening to me, or as if that. And all my relatives, all my friends, all they were laughing at me, seeing that, you look at your daughter, she's mad or what? Like,
Mm.
what is she's doing all about with the plants? And they didn't understand about that because I had a very kind, or maybe I don't know what kind of affection or the connection I had with the plants. Even I really don't know, but today I know. I really know what all about that. Yeah. And then my mom, she observed it, and they were started laughing, and kids were making fun of me, and I used to eat the plants. I need And I used to plug them, and I used to talk to them, and I used to also heal them if the plant is dying. I'll
Mhm.
tell all my friends here also in Germany, if you can ask, or they will say that she's crazy. She's
Mhm.
crazy with the plants, and they say that. And if somebody is throwing away these like really nearly died plant, I'll hold them. I'll try to make it really green again,
Mhm.
putting all my energy in it. I don't know, somehow but at that age, if everybody was saying that how Bindu is just now said that she cannot take it, and even my mom couldn't take it. But my mom was very, very strong lady, I would say. She's so strong that she separated me from everyone. To be frank, she separated from everyone, and she just gave me that full bunch of garden, and she just put me onto that. Like I'm all alone all the time. Yeah, but she knows it. I was very happy. I was so happy in myself, like really laughing at them and being with them. And I studied, and in botany, in my biological, I was the first. I used to, even in the degree itself, I used to teach the classes. And I
Mm.
used to take so many books and used to learn because I had that passion of learning. And I had that passion of searching the medicinal plants, and I have the passion of dissecting them. I studied 5 years of biological thing, but I don't know, now I ended. I don't know why I ended here. I don't know actually. But that strongness made me as well as my mom to understand my ability, and she was really, really right that. And people even today also think, Madhuri, just because of the garden you left all the way to that village, they say, but they understand when they come home, like she's very crazy. So Bindu, so I would like to say this: please do not think anything about your child. She's very, very adorable in his own way because she's very natural. Whatever she's having, the craziness in her, let her be that craziness, and she will become a wonderful, wonderful person, I'm sure. Only thing is, you need to give her support. Like, you need to believe in her. You need to give that energy what she needs it, actually. Like my mom, really, she gave me so much energy. That's why that's the only thing which I really miss for her, because she knows and she made me what I am today. I
Mm.
would say. And really, really love my mom so much, I would say. And give that love, Binduji. Like, this is what I could say. I could also get my tears actually when I could say, like,
Mm.
really, moms are really wonderful. And that you are playing that role now. So take that, pull up yourself and give that energy to her, and she will be the best. And I'm the example here. You can see
Mm.
that I'm the best example, if somebody can say about this. Okay.
Mm.
And thank you so much. I hope she really got convinced.
Thank you, Madhuri, for sharing your beautiful and wonderful experience. And trust me, you're not crazy. If you had you been crazy, then what will people, say to me when they look at me? Because I talk to angels, I talk to animals, I talk to plants, I talk to trees. So where will this craziness go? That way. So don't have this feeling that you're crazy or something. Yeah, you are much more stronger than that. Yes, thank you, Madhviji, for giving me so much of sharing your beautiful experience. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. And don't call me Madhvi. Just call me Madhvi.
Yes,
I feel friendly then, that G will make it a so big distance. And I really like to share. And I really got the tears when Bindu was saying that. And I could feel that how she was explaining. I'm putting myself there actually when she was explaining.
yeah.
So that's a great platform to heal everyone, to uplift everyone, to
Mhm.
make it more really the beauty of the nature and beauty of ourselves,
Yes,
So just cheerfulness and
yes.
get the joy and everything. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
thank you so much, Sharu. That
Thank
was a
you. Thank
wonderful,
you.
wonderful session.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Acharya ji. Acharya ji. Okay. Mara, are you
It was
here?
muted. Okay.
Okay, okay, mute. Okay.
Am,
Yes.
am I audible?
Yes, yes, Acharya ji, you're audible.
Yeah. See, today we take the topic, our word. Actually, this is not only the word, it is our world. When you are sharing about you, our parents, they always believe in the fear motivation. So they always talk negative. If you are not done like that, you will be that. If you are not study, you will do the only cattle work. गाय को देखने के लायक. So that was in my mind, and I stopped to read in English, even though I got a very good marks in mathematics. That was carried me in up to the age of 40. I never speak in English. Even if I speak in English, people will know how duffer I am. But that was the negative condition that created. Even for fulfilling the negative, we always created some winning formula. Being nice, being helpful, being honest, being sincere, hardworker, and people will appreciate, but I cannot experience that happiness.
Hmm.
So the main point is our parents also don't know because their parents also never teach about them. So the main thing is when you talk about that whatever the past happened, don't go to the past. But the past is always sitting in our mind. That is creating the future. So that life is always creation. Creation will happen from the nothingness. So that even if it is happening to my children also, I sit with him and this is the things happen. This is the way I told you, and it is a completion. Then they say you told because of this one, but it is landing on us like that. Then we complete, then we clear, then afterwards our relationship is entirely different. Because in inside my mind, I was having as a father, I am very much concerned, but the landing on the means, I am making them small, making them wrong, making demotivate them. Once if they know that, then our relationship is just like a friend. So they open, they talk to us. So that afterwards, whenever I am speaking with anybody, you are whole, complete, perfect. Nothing is wrong. Only your thinking, your experience, something you have to alter. It is the perception. That is the way the people find out how much they are unique and how much they can be responsible. Responsible means even for your happiness, I am responsible. Responsibility is not burden, it is not pride, it is the opportunity, possibility. I am taking myself, I am the cause in that matter. So when I say the people's happiness, I am the cause, that universe will support me. Even I don't even know. Lot of opportunities coming and the people are getting the benefit. So the main one is facing the challenges and being authentic. What is my purpose of the life? And working with them, definitely it will make the impact. So my point is our word will create our world by being responsible in action, in our thinking. It is amazing today when you talk about it, it is not only the word, I'm actually seeing my entire 66 years of the life, and it is an opportunity. We can create anything and everything from nothingness. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful sharing, Acharya. Thank you so much for giving your inputs and sharing your experience as well. So this was really very valuable. Thank you, Acharya. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Mara. Mara, are you here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, Sharoo, my experience that I want to share about, like, on the same topic of being impeccable with words. So, I totally believe in, like, the words have vibrations and they create ripple effect. And my example that I want to give you, like in my family, my older sister's daughter, my niece. So, her name is Radhika and the nickname is Bulbul. And everybody calls her Bulls. You know how bull like us. So what I'm seeing, and I kept noticing her change in behavior. I could see a lot of change in behavior and very stern and very like anger and and then I noticed, and I told my sister, you know what, we all are calling her bulls. We are calling out of love. But the effect of a bull, she's incorporating that in her behavior, in her temperament. So we told, again, nobody's going to call her bulls anymore. It's been about a year now. And I see a lot of difference in her behavior, like, more concerning, more caring. Otherwise, he was always angry, never happy in the house, always sitting in the corner, looking at people, judging people. So that's a difference I saw. And the other thing is her fiance. She just got married 2 years back, and her fiance, and he was calling her Sharoo. I don't know the English word for Sharoo. You probably you would know what Sharoo word is. How would you say that in English? I don't know. Even on the wedding day, he was calling her, hey Sharoo, come here. And I said, man, that's not right. That's not right. Because it's the effect that's creating in her aura is not right. So she's always angry. You know how Sadi bhi rehti hai, like, how we call, she was always like that. And then I told her, his name is Royce. I said, Royce, I request you one thing. Please don't call her Sadu anymore. You can call her Radhika or Bulbul, whatever, some other word. You can call her babes, whatever that you want. But don't call her Sadu, because the effect of that word Sadu was seeing in her so much. And he hasn't called her like Sadu. But I'm just saying that I could see the effect of the words that we call them. We are thinking we're calling them by love, but it has a different effect on the body. That's I wanted to share that.
Absolutely wonderful, wonderful, Mara. I really resonate with this. I absolutely agree with each and every word that you said right now. Yes. You said absolutely right. Yes. Thank you, Mara,
Thank
for
you.
sharing the
I too
experience.
have that word. Don't worry, not Sadu, but Veddi. In Telugu, Veddi means it's like a dumb mind.
Yeah,
I
but
have
I
this
don't agree. I
nickname.
don't want to call anybody like that. No, that's not right. Even out of love, we are calling, but I think it has such negative effect on the child's mind, on the people's mind. I feel that. So I personally don't like to call anybody with those like disruptive names. Yeah.
Yes,
But that's
absolutely.
just
That's what I'm saying. Somebody also
yes.
calls me like that, and it pains a lot actually. Like one somebody who's
Yes.
really so good in everything, but still they keep on hearing this, like, Veddi,
Yes.
Veddi, that means you're a dumb. What?
Yeah.
Like, that irritates so much actually. I know what you mean.
Yes. Yes.
I have all kinds of words also.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sharoo. Thank you,
Thank you.
Madhvi.
Thank you, Mara.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yes, Sanket.
Hello.
Yes, Sanket.
I want to extend this sentence, madam. Be impeccable with the word. It is like be impeccable with thought, word, action. All if they align, it is still more impeccable. Our thoughts, what we think, what we speak, what actions we do. All if you align, it is still more impeccable and be excellent.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Sanket, because it is all about our actions, deeds, thoughts, words, everything. It has to be impeccable. It has to be wisely chosen. Absolutely. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Sanket.
Everything flows same thing. First is
Yes.
a thought, next is the word, then the action. All the flows step by step flows. Thank you.
Yes. Because every word that we speak is also, it creates a thought, and thought goes into the universe. And be it the action, be it the deed, be it the thought, be it the words, it has to be impeccable. It has to be very honest. It has to be chosen wisely, consciously. It has to be an informed choice that we should make. And one more thing, in case if you all get hold of Lord Buddha's eightfold path, if you can read that, there is also Lord Buddha has mentioned the right speech, the importance of right speech. So if you can go through that also, it'll be wonderful. It will also throw some light on this particular subject.
Yes, okay.
Yeah?
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you, Sanket. Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
session, madam.
Thank you for the beautiful words that are written in the chat. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this session. So, anybody else?
Hello, Sharuji. Mugdha here.
Ji Mugdha.
Uh,
Yes.
uh, I agree that words are energy and they have frequency. But nowadays, are people becoming very sensitive about the words in a large scale? Because, as I remember, in my childhood or in my generation, or also before that, we have been criticized a lot by our parents, and that was the we can say system at that time. Parents always criticize their children, and they hardly appreciate their children, so that the belief that time was, if you appreciate the children on their face, um, uh, they will not grow like a good person. So we should criticize them when they are wrong, then only they will be a good person. So what is the connection between this belief? But still, we grew very in a good manner. We didn't have, or we even now we don't have any regrets about our any regrets about our parents, or any type of um, we can say uh,
Resentment or anger towards
resentment
them.
or anger about our parents. Not only me, my generation. So we know that that is for our good. So the parents want that we should be a good person, that's why they criticized us. So that was the belief that we had, and they had the beliefs that we have to criticize our children. So but nowadays, as I see, many children are getting affected by the words in a large scale. So what is the connection between this?
Connection between what? Because the connection is always there. See, when the parents, whatever the parents, your parents are you're talking about, they
Or in my
whenever
generation, we can say. Huh.
yeah, whenever they talk to you, they talk to you on their level of awareness. Okay.
Okay.
So there were certain superstitions, there was certain conditioning, there was a pattern of conditioning which we call as sanskaras, which were being given to you, which was being given to them by their parents, by the ancestors. Okay, so that is what they were inculcating into you, plus the societal conditioning was also happening.
Yeah.
So that was the reason why they were doing what they were doing. But now, as we are becoming aware, if we are becoming aware, then we have to change ourselves with the time. We have to change our, way of thinking. We have to change our, words, our actions, our deeds according to, we should always be a conscious person always while we are speaking or spreading something or thinking about somebody. We have to be very conscious. We have to make conscious choices. At that time, this was not available. This awareness, this knowledge, this wisdom was not available at that time. So they are not to be blamed. Today, if the children are getting affected, it is because their parents still do not know, they do not have that level of awareness yet. But people who are like you, like me, like all these people who are in this beam family, who are becoming aware, they are going to make the world of their children more beautiful. So we need to change ourselves with the changing times. That is what it is, right, Muktaji?
Yeah, we need to change, no doubt about that. But uh,
because if you will change your thinking, if you will change how you are doing or how you're being, in fact, even the children will also, they are going to learn that from you, and they will also change. They are right now, they are getting affected because they do not have, because they do not, they are vulnerable. Children at any point of time, be it you, be it me, be it anybody else or the ancestors, when they were children, they used to get affected, but the difference between you, me, or anybody else was there because at that time we never used to express ourselves. Today, the children are expressive. So they express something that, if they don't like something, they will say that I don't like it, mom. If they, so they're more expressive because they have changed a lot. We earlier, whatever the parents used to say, we always used to say that, okay, fine. Yeah, okay, we have to take that. But now the children are different. Right, Muktaja?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay.
Sharuji, I just wanted to, I don't want to take much of your time or much of others. Just wanted to say that, yeah, I'm very thankful for always to you, thankful from the bottom of my heart that you share us such wisdom, and it actually goes where it has to go. It's like it strikes the correct nod. Perfect. Thank you so much for your wisdom.
Thank you, Shari. Thank you so much for your beautiful words always that you speak for me and my sessions. And I'm grateful to you and the angels and everybody who's listening to me here because their
It's
vibration.
wonderful. I was just recollecting whatever was like, yeah, of course, even I had a very strong name, or my father never considered me a girl. In one way, it is good, the way I am. So they used to call me Ziddi. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I reflect upon whatever it was, but yeah, whatever I am in a very good state now. So I'm like, I'm happy being Ziddi.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Yes. So it was, I think, a wonderful, wonderful session. Madhugaru, Ramgaru.
Yeah, Sharoo. Yes, it was a very beautiful sharing.
Thank you, sir.
One of the most important things that we all eventually, or we all with awareness realize this, how important it is to be very conscious about our words and being very impeccable with our words. Thanks a lot for sharing this very important wisdom today. So beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Ramgaru. Means a lot. Thank you. Okay. So are we meditating now for some time? Madhugaru?
As you feel, Sharuji.
I think because it was a very heavy topic, so I just want people to process it later on. But right now, I just want that they should be a little calm, and before they go off to sleep or whatever they want, the work they want to do. So before that, their mind should be a little lighter. So let's do a little bit of mind fasting because we talked about the word fasting. Let's do dhyan for some time. So I had requested Madhugaru to switch on the music on which we can meditate.
Okay.
gently, you can bring your awareness to this physical world again and welcome this world with a beautiful smile on your face. Thank you, Ram Garo. Thank you, Madhu Garo, for a beautiful, beautiful music. Thank you so much. Although it was a very short one, but it was wonderful.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Sharoo.
Thank you. I loved it.
Yeah, beautiful music. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ram Garo. Thank you so much.
Do you want to play the Sufi one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That
Okay.
surprise has to be there. Yes.
It's coming. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. So the family members, please enjoy this. It's a beautiful song that is coming for you. And Madhu Garu and Rab Garu are playing that for all of us. So let's enjoy this for a while and let's just dance with our soul.